actually are already capable of things that I would have never expected that you could do with a drone. I kind of, before I started the internship, thought of them as more of a novelty.
Still learning. This is my first semester. I already have a little more experience with the GIS and remote sensing and photography. My background is trying to support research with visual assets.
I get the most satisfaction out of seeing these students come in with marginal self-confidence and leaving just rock-solid confidence.
At the beginning of the internship, I had to get a 3D model of something. And my first thought was of this tree. It's Gus, and he's the biggest and oldest one in the world.
Our office here at the University of Montana is the main hub for research projects that involves drones all across the state.
The consensus is that getting scans of trees is like the hardest 3D scan that you can do because they're so complex. The first time that it fully processed, it was really impressive. Like, a picture doesn't really do this justice. I'm very thankful that there are opportunities kind of like this one at the Autonomous Aerial Systems office.
So just in these cages behind us, there's probably $500,000 worth of drones. That's out of reach for most everybody. But a student who's working an internship or a part-time job can come in and they'll have access to these drones, the data processing, the software, the sensors. The value of bringing interns out for that is they get to see what this emerging technology is, because we've had interns for like 7 or 8 years now. One of the interns basically got a job offer from that 2 or 3 days that they were out there.
Why am I here? Because I'm getting hands-on experience and seeing all the challenges that come when you're doing this type of work.
It's hard to pick one favorite, right? There's a couple of projects, one that we're working on now, which is the largest data set we've ever collected, which is roughly 5 square miles. That's not necessarily the interesting part, but the logistics behind it. We're using thermal sensors to see where groundwater is coming up.
Planning these missions and then getting out in the field, and things are completely different. They just don't go according to plan, and then you have to improvise, and that is definitely the most challenging.
Drones have the potential to touch almost every industry out there, from art to real estate to literature to wildlife bio, any kind of GIS stuff, all can incorporate drones. So we don't necessarily take all tech applicants, we'll take pretty much anyone. If they've got an interest, that's all we really are looking for.